All right, now welcome to SC Custom Designs, where we are going to finish up putting together the simple extension table for the COVID table. So if you haven't been following me, I threw together this bottom piece, which is plyboard, and trimmed it with pine, gave it some corner angles here. And then I have an office. My son and daughter-in-law moved out. They have a new home now. Congratulations to them. We moved them this Saturday. So the deal now is I get that room and now it's going to be my office. So I felt I need to now put legs on this unit here. So that being said, there's a little infomercial. We're going to be having a craft show, our third at Rotterdam Junction, the Maybe House, the Maybe Farm. If you're in the area, upstate New York, please stop by. This is one solid piece of wood. I don't remember if this was a log or what it was, but you can see that it has drawers. It has two sides to it. You can push the drawers either way. And I left one side really rough, and the other side I sanded down. So to really appreciate it, let me try to bring it a little bit closer for you. So this is a lot of fun to make on the bandsaw. I have a 14-inch bandsaw. All right, so let's put that aside, and let's try to do this as quick as possible. Now these are the tools. I'm a one-man show. I'm going to make sure you can see what I'm saying here. I'm a one-man show here. I already said that part. I wanted to show you the tools that I used to make these legs and this here. Let's break it down real quick for you. The material for this, which receives the legs like this, that material is this here. This is some joined up oak that I had for a project that I didn't end up using it. So I store that stuff, and we use it when we need to. Now, these legs, which you can see now is tapered, and we put some routed edges on them. This here may look like a 2x4, you know, that's what I would have thought it was, but it actually came out of a 4x4. I have 4x4s lying around, so I just cut it in half. I ripped it, and then I cut to length, and there you go. I got my 4 legs. Now, if you've been following me for any period of time, you know that I have this very inexpensive tapering jig. So you can see that this guy here is not quite tapered yet. Okay, so we're going to take it over to the table saw. Most of the project is done now, so you can appreciate that I'll be able to move right along. This is the tapering jig. Very simple, very inexpensive. If you don't have one, run out and get one. Get online and get one. It's amazing. It makes tapering legs so simple. So now I just need to figure out which end it gets tapered. I believe it's going to be this outside area where the knot is. That being said, we want to flip them this way. And to use the tapering jig, all you do is push the stock through once you get your fence set, once you get your angle set. Okay, so let me bring it a little bit closer so you can see what this is all about. It's got 2 wing nuts that help to adjust it in and out. It's got a convenient handle. This handle does not turn. It's got some measurements here so you can see what the angle is. And it's got this little lip here, that's what pulls the stock along. Okay, so I encourage you to have your tools unplugged. These are my battery chargers. Okay, you're going to want ear protection for sure. that's all there is to that. It's almost unfair how easy that was. And I saved my wedges aside because you never know when they're going to come in handy. Remember to unplug your saw. I want to show you another little trick. Make sure you can see what I'm saying. Another little trick is that this piece would not fit between here. So I glued this up, the oak pieces, 1, 2, have a block here and a block here. And well, it just wasn't fitting in there. And so it is fitting in there now. It's actually going to go in this side. And how I achieve, I can't believe I haven't broken a light by now. Seriously. I took this over to the bandsaw and I just fed it in against the blade like this, and chiseled off the end. And that's how easy that was. Just to try to share some of the tricks of the trade with you. So then what I'm going to do is take the router. I'm not going to do it now, but as I explained before, and you can see that I have, hopefully, I've routed this edge here like this. And then I did something magical. I also going to router the bottom. What I did was I then raised the router bit so it was just like a quarter round, right? And I gave it a really nice blend. So it's nice and smooth like this. Hopefully you can see that. And then it comes into this routed piece here. Isn't that handsome? So that's what I did there. So we'll do that offline. So I use the drill, and I'm not sponsored by Rockler, but this is a really, really cool, it's called InstaDrive taper drill bit and countersink, all one unit, okay? And it is adjustable, so that's what I used to come in through this oak, and trust me, this really heated up, so I had to slow down. So that's how I made those countersinks, and then I countersunk down in there. Okay. Another tool that I used was this. This here, not sponsored by Craig, multi-mark it's called, but it basically has a nut here and allows you to adjust to set depths for various reasons. You can also take this off, put it on this side, and it becomes a little square. It also has a level in it. That was very convenient for me to take this here, while I can use the tape measure and measure things. I just set it, figured out my math, and then I could quickly go and make sure everything on each side is exactly what I wanted. Then I repeated it over there. Then what I do is I trace the area. Hopefully you can see that. I trace the area down here so I can quickly, and I know Hebrew. I use the Hebrew alphabet to mark things. This is a gimel, and I wrote gimel here. That way I know that he's going to go just like this on this end. And he's dalet. So aleph, bet, gimel, dalet. Only had to use 4 letters. And screws. For my fasteners, I'm going to be gluing and screwing these down in. Coming in 2 screws from 1 screw from the outside. So it's actually going to go like this. So 1 screw from the outside going in, and 2 screws this way. These are 3-inch. Let's try to get some more. They're exterior screws. Well, this is going to be interior. That's what I use. Then to go to screw this unit down onto the board, and I'm going to be gluing that as well. I decided at first I was going to make it to come apart, but there's really no need because this is quite a small table and it's going to fit through doorways without a problem. So the size I used here 2-inch screws, and these are nail screw size. There's a nail screw size chart there. Basically 2-inch screws. Okay, those go down in here. So there's 2, 4, 6. So that's what that's all about. When I'm screwing in the screws here, I put my hip valley. This is a pivot. What is this called? It's basically a speed square. Swanson speed square. You always want to have square on you when you are doing legs that need to be, at the right angle. So while I'm screwing through, I'm making sure that this guy is square. I also use this guy along the journey. If you've not seen him, I'm not sponsored by Swanson. This is Savage Swanson. This has a little peg that comes through like this. Watch this. Set it down. Becomes my third hand. Invaluable. And it's got the usual indents, so I can set it there with 7 and run it along. Those types of things there. So we covered that. I use this intermittently. When I was clamping up this, and I glued it and I clamped it. I also used the clamps to hold things in place while I was doing certain operations. Okay, moving right along. I'm going to be using my new go-to now is Gorilla Wood Glue. It is my choice of glue. Going to take you off. Of course, you use tape measures, pencils. I even used my vice grip, little mini vice grip. I had to extract something. So, and then of course a Phillips DeWalt. Any tool that I show you in the shop, I've done a review on. Please look it up. I have probably like 900 videos now. I like tools. I like to unbox. In the near future, we're going to be unboxing some tools that were shipped to me. Very excited about that. So we talked about the glue. We talked about the countersink. This to move all that. And now, if I move this away, you can see that I marked everything. Olive bait, give it that, and so that I know exactly where everything is going to go. I could just move it in place very quickly once I figured all that out. And so that is that. Now, you probably can't notice, but I was in such a hurry. Forgive me, I'm going to make some shakies here. Okay, I was in quite a hurry today. I got disrupted many different times. That's life, right? That's why you mark things out, by the way. You can see how rough that looks. Who even cares, right? This is going to be underneath your desk. But I want to show you how I cleaned it up on this end, though. I just ran out of time, but look how pretty that is. Very nice. So, this is going to be, how there is an honest side to our work. And, the stuff we're not going to talk about. So we'll position this guy in such a way that you'll see him. But really, it's at the end of the day, it's really no big deal. Please ask me any questions that you might have. I need to wrap it up so that I can router that leg and then put him in there. And then I'm going to fasten everything together. So that's my mini table. I'll show you the finished product, the semi-finished product, up in the office. And you'll see how this is the L. This is going to be like the L. He's going to come this way. And the main COVID table will go that way. The tapered legs are going to look really complementary when these pieces are together. Thanks for watching. I'm going to do my usual goodbye. Shalom uvracha, totzin tzaychin masalami. Take care. Please, if you like what you see, subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it. Give thumbs up and leave your comments, hopefully positive. I like the truth, so, leave me comments with the truth. And I will get back to you and answer your questions one way or another. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you stopping by. Take care.